Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Call Allah Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Chakadash, Dalam, is much love and respect to us and apostles over all the Yasharala, found at Great Millstone and nowhere else. Peace and blessings to you, Akim, laboring in his ministry in truth and sincerity, with much faith and love, as well as to you, Wafi, and the children of Yasharala, found at the spirit and guidance of Yahweh, Yahweh Shai. So this isn't going to be a quick, or this isn't going to be a long lesson. So I can something quick and to touch upon as you go about your day-to-day journeys, especially, cause especially after witnessing, not even half of the year of 2020 to be a real important play on prophecies. You know, wars and rumors of wars has not been pushed so critically prior to this year. You know, pestilence and famine hasn't been a critical issue until this year. Hell, the spirits on this earth are being rattled and being shaken because Yahweh Shai is getting ready to return to this place and to judge the earth in its entirety according to the prophecies that were written aforetimes. You know, the Lord Yahweh has forewarned the entire earth of his son Yahweh Shai returning and judging this place on his behalf. You know, and that is the era. That's the time period that we're living in. So as Israelites that are sincerely dealing, with our punishment and this captivity of ours, you know, striving to the best of their abilities to be the best Israelite for Yahweh and Yahweh Shai that they can possibly be. You know, to the best of our ability, as well as acknowledging the responsibilities that we have on this earth, according to our purpose. You know, with everything happening this year, why not take the time to further acknowledge the Most High Heavenly Father Yahweh and to further acknowledge our Lord and King Yahweh Shai. Really, I only have one precept to tie into all of this. I know there are other precepts, but like I said, I didn't want to make this too long. This is Proverbs 16. Proverbs 16 and 6. By mercy and truth, iniquity is purged, and by the fear of the Lord, men depart from evil. So, with this time, I honestly, a challenge for every Israelite. Honestly, this is what every Israelite is supposed to be doing, especially considering these times. However, as a challenge being put out, you know, every day that you wake up from here on out, acknowledge the Lord's mercy. You know, every day acknowledge, you know, because we have to deal with our captivity. We have to deal with the regulations and the spirit of this world. However, the spirit of Yahweh and Yahweh Shai is mightier than this world now. So why not take the time out of what we're doing and what we have to do to stay afloat in the midst of all of this madness in this world, and take that time and take some of that time to acknowledge Yahweh. Take some of that time and energy to acknowledge Yahweh Shai, their mercies, the things that they grace us with. Yahweh talks about the benefits that our people receive of Him, but they don't even realize that the things that they get, they ultimately get it from Yahweh, but He doesn't get no acknowledgement from His benefits. at least from the 2/3 of our people. The 1/3 and the 144,000, they're going to acknowledge Yahweh. They're going to acknowledge Yahweh Shai. Hell, they're acknowledging Yahweh through Yahweh Shai by respecting and giving fear and reverence to Yahweh Shai, his son. You know, and but you know, when you meditate on his mercies and you thank him, you know, the water, Yahweh Shai for your mercies and the fact that I didn't wake up forgetting your name, the fact that I didn't wake up to a situation that can jeopardize my not only your sanity, but to jeopardize your salvation. You know, all of these, it's a lot of things, honestly. You know what, too, if you want to be technical, there is no reason why you shouldn't wake up and praise the name of Yahweh and Yahweh Shai. There is no reason why you shouldn't. Scriptures talk about the things, if we were to record and document everything that Yahweh Shai has done for this earth, there wouldn't be enough books to contain all the miraculous things that Yahweh Shai has done under the government and tutelage of Yahweh. You know, so honestly, we don't have any leeway but to acknowledge the mercies and the grace that he gives us. Hell, even the 2/3 receives mercy and grace from him. But the main thing about it, or the other part, or the other aspect to acknowledging his mercy, as it states in verse 6, by mercy and truth, iniquity is purged. You know, because we already understand the truth of Yahweh and Yahweh Shai. We already acknowledge the truth. You know, whether you embody that truth or not, that ultimately determines whether if you're really striving for salvation or not. However, for those that are embodying the truth of Yahweh and Yahweh Shai rather than just knowing it, iniquity is purged from you. You know, when you're dealing with the mercies of Yahweh and Yahweh Shai, and you're dealing with the truth of Yahweh and Yahweh Shai, you don't have a choice but to becoming that new creature. Yeah, I just realized I said that. And ultimately, that's what you should be striving to become. Is that new creature. You're not that same individual prior to knowing Yahweh and Yahweh Shai, prior to receiving that knowledge. Every day after realizing the truth of the matter, if you will, you should be changing in some type of way to put that will push you further in the spirit. That will push you further into being a delight in the eyes of Yahweh and Yahweh Shai, to be loved in their eyes. And by the fear of the Lord, men depart from evil. So so those three components, mercy, truth, and fear, is what's going to help you stay out of that path of destruction and wrath that the Lord is throwing at this place. You acknowledge the mercy that the Lord gives you, as well, should I also say, distribute that same kind of mercy back. The Lord parted unto you mercy, so shall you give mercy back. To those, to Akim, if they offend you, to your family in certain cases. It actually applies in all aspects of life, to be real. you have to have some form of mercy embedded in your spirit. If not, then shoot, you're ultimately your path is going to lead to destruction. If you don't have no shred of mercy in you, how can you receive mercy if thou don't give mercy? Scripture talks about he that doesn't give mercy shall not receive mercy. Then truth, not funny enough, through the Spirit, I've been hearing a lot more about individuals that have an honest life. Those that have an honest life have a more charismatic and boldness to them. Especially because of the fact that their perception is focused on truth rather than their emotions, because this world runs off of emotions rather than truth. And when you have truth, you don't. There's no leeway to be rattled by any other emotion, or to be driven by any other emotion. I should say, that can possibly lead you off to the wrong path. But like I said, with mercy and truth, iniquity is purged, and by the fear of the Lord, men depart away from evil. That's what you should be doing. You should be staying away from evil. You should be staying away from the things that you know can corrupt your spirit. Whether it be individuals in your life that you need to get away from, or rather if it's you having to pray to the Lord for you get to be put in a better situation so you're not hindered by Esau. It's a lot of things that can happen in this world that can corrupt your spirit. An ailment can corrupt your spirit. Different spirits can corrupt your spirit. Yourself, you yourself can corrupt your spirit. So take the time to acknowledge Yahweh and Yahweh Shai and the mercy. The fact that they had established truth in your spirit and in your and labia. And then also with that mercy, the understand or that acknowledgement of mercy and truth that was placed upon you, show that fear and reverence in your not only in your words but in your actions. Not only out in public but in privacy towards Yahweh and Yahweh Shai. But with that, like I said, I didn't want to make this a long lesson. I don't want to Ratazah. This was an edifying lesson. If it be so, reach the ear of the elect, that be nourishing food unto the flock. I want to say, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, call Allah, Yahweh Bashim, Yahweh Shai, Bashim, Kadash. Double honors, much love and respect to those apostles of Allah, Yasharala. We know where they be. Peace and blessings to Yakim, laboring in this ministry in truth and sincerity with much love and faith, as well as to Yahuwah, human children of Yasharala, following after the spirit and guidance of Yahweh, like Yahweh Shai. So with that, I want to say, Abad Wach Kam, stay in wisdom. Abad Babal, Shalom.